Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream that wasn't supposed to happen. I really just wanted to play. Okay, I had 2 hours. I really should be writing. I have to go to a convention tomorrow, and it's totally expectedly, but I'm just tired and I wasn't in the mood to write, and I've been busy all day. I went striking. I freaking love your audiobook. Oh, thank you. I saw a sign at my bookstore. Really? I didn't do that. Heal, heal, bang, bang. That's so cool, though. I am very happy to be here because I really wanted to stream, but I thought I was going to be too tired. I'm pretty jet lagged, but my kid's at school and I can't write because I'm tired. So I really want to play this game, Mask of the Rose, that Garuda, one of my mods, linked. And I'm like, okay. Loving Third Eye, and I rated on Amazon. Yes, I do have a big smudge on here. I don't know what it is. Thanks, Adam. Adam helped me reset my BIOS, which I don't know if it's going to help the sort of restarting thing. But then he dared say, oh, you're going to have to put a file on a zip drive and put it in your computer to update your BIOS. And I was like, sir, that sounds way too risky. I'm not going to do that. Whew, I heard you sticking to your poop-based brand on My Brother, and I, and Comedy Bang Bang. Liz, I don't mean to go and tell the same story twice. I'm so sorry. I think those are usually two different fan bases. So, it might have been the dirt from yes, I was actually walking like this. So it must have been the sign, or it's my sunscreen. And I was just like, I don't know how I got my face down there though. Good evening, Felicia. Good evening, Albert. BIOS updates are mostly a lot safer these days. Well, Victor, I don't know why I didn't trust Adam in this one situation. I don't know. It was just a little iffy to me. Also, it was either do that nonsense or stream. And, oh, thanks, Adam, for subscribing. You've been subscribing for 36 months. And you ask, do you have a big smudge on your sweat? Okay, so you really needed that to be there. Okay, pitching a game idea. Capture the flag. You are the flag. The game is called Carpe Diem. Okay, now, pass on that one. I don't trust myself. Absolutely. This is not a not trusting Adam vision. I know that you know what you're doing. 9-year anniversary. Is that today, Cleesmell? Was my first stream 9 years ago today? It's been 2 weeks since Twitch allowed simulcast on all platforms. Are you considering simulcasting on YouTube? Infrared Spectre, that's really interesting. I was thinking about it and then it seemed like a pain in the ass. And I don't know what I'm going to get out of it, right? Like financially, do I get money if I stream to YouTube? And I'm not, I'm not a pro gamer. I'm not a professional streamer. I mean, I do stream. So should I hook it up to Facebook and Instagram and all of that? Yeah, it would be hard to mod all of that. Yes, says Adam Vision. I mean, I followed 9 years, 1 day ago. Wow, this is wild. Well, I'm really, really glad that I'm streaming today. 9 years ago. Simulcast Divine and Quibi. Ooh. I played Grimrock 2 9 years ago. I can't believe that. 9 years ago, you guys? Hey, Angels, thanks for being here. I remember Grimrock. They wanted me to be a voice in it, and unfortunately, they were non-union, and I couldn't do the job. Thank you, Mermaid Hair Jen, for listening to Third Eye. It's been quite successful. Last night, I went and did a kind of a podcast seminar festival, and I got to do a little spiel about Third Eye. It was really cool. Wherever you stream, we shall follow. Just checked here. I am 6 days short of 9 years on my subs. Yakumo, thank you. There have been so many of you who've supported me through a lot of rough times through the last 9 years, and I want to thank you for that. In 2014, you said, on this day, back in 2014, you said, your first solo stream. Do I plan on streaming regularly? I can't commit to an actual schedule. My brother and I stream once a week. That's the goal. But this is the first time I've streamed alone. I don't think I'll do it a ton, but enough so that I don't know, maybe. That sounds totally like Felicia. I said the same thing 50 different times. 9 years, 670 plus streams. Aw, thank you, Cleves Mill. I saw that you put that on the... I couldn't believe it. I just played Stray Gods and you were amazing as Athena. Thank you, Callista. It was a very... I'm actually... I need to finish this weekend. I need to finish my voiceover reel. I have a new website coming, you guys, and the devs just walked me through it, and I'm so excited. It's going to be so easy to find what I do there. It's going to be just amazing. Oh, Cleavesmill, thank you so much. Gifting 10 subs. I appreciate that so much. We have a lot of new people here. No, Ryko. Also, I'm sorry I ignored your call. I was on with Adam, and he said never pick up the phone with Ryko while I'm here. He didn't say that, but it was really funny. I'm at 8 years, 10 months, so that's when it really got good, said Liz. Oh, true. Cammy Jams, what's up? Ryan. I just waiting on the next project you do so I can check it out. Favorite actress. Thanks, Heel Heel Bang Bang. Well, I'm on strike, so there won't be any on-camera stuff until next year, probably. But Third Eye is a thing that I spent 5 years writing. I star in it. Will Wheaton is in it. Neil Gaiman, Sean Astin. Lots of amazing people. Lily Pichu. Will it have links to your audiobooks, current movies and show? Yes, Gorbane. The devs are making it so easy for me to update, and there's a project scroll that I'll have. Do I have a business inquiry email? Yes, there is one on my About page. If it's business, you should probably send it to my manager. Welcome, Alien Super Soldier. My teeth look great. Y'all, I have 2 more. I'm on my second to last tray. I have 4 more weeks as of yesterday. Look how straight our teeth are. Look at that. It's wild. Change the font color of the screen on chat. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do it. I think I have to go to... I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Here it is, chat. Streamlabs widget. Oh yeah, it's white. So I got to go to Streamlabs? Okay, let me go to Streamlabs. I saw some spam go by. That's nice. A Streamlabs. I mean, I really would just rather play the game, so. But we're going to be playing this game, Mask of the Rose, that I just wanted to play by myself. And I was like, well, why not just stream it? Let's see. How was your trip? Yes, Cammy Jams, I biked all over Copenhagen. I need to do a felicitations. I'm going to make a note of, I don't know when I should have done that already this month. I put it in my, it's funny how when I put things in my Google Calendar, sometimes I ignore them. I think it actually popped up when I was gone. So let me make a note to do felicitations podcast on next Tuesday because my kid has Monday off. And I need to do an undressing too. Again, it would be nice for the strike to be over, okay? All right, and then I'll do this at 10 a.m. Okay. Perfect. All right, I got it in my thing. I'll talk to you all about my trip. It was wonderful. I met a lot of people at MCM London. I met Finley Shards and a lot of really cool people. Glad to see you got home safe from London. Yeah. Ryan, do you want to go to Waffle House with me and Gary tonight? Wow, what is going on? You guys making plans in my stream? Oh, wait. God damn it. All right, I'm not fixing this chat. We're going to play the game, all right? Because I have 2 hours. It was cool. Yeah, Finley, you're the best. And Kath, welcome. Yakumo's here. Gorbane, Price was Flow. All right. So let's, wait, is this game showing up? Oh boy, just a second. Just a second. All right, here we go. I started the game. All right, so this, I guess, is a detective dating game, okay? Oh, I know, I can't believe that Matthew Perry was in that game. I was in that game with him, I didn't know that. Yeah, really sad. It took Felicia streaming again for Brian and Adam to make plans together. That's so sweet. King Fluffy, welcome. All right, it's October now. The fires have been put out. The bodies have been buried. When can we expect book 2 in the Third Eye trilogy? Wow, Undertrader. Be my agent and get me a good enough money to survive on, and I will write more. Let's see. Gaika is here. It's October now. The fires have been put out. The bodies have been buried. But the future remains unimaginable. The time before, impossibly distant. Imagination, thank you for coming to say hi. I really appreciate you being here. There. Okay, who were... okay, I get to have my backstory. A dock worker's child. No. The docks are allied with working class and criminals. No, I'm a sophisticated lady. A child of the gentry. My family had an estate on the surface. My father was a magistrate. All that is unreachable now, of course. I had the bad fortune to be in London during the fall. Now there's no going back. I do have a few connections here. The landed gentry hobnob in high society with the constability. Hobocore, yeah, that's great. I was Veronica. I'm putting together a video game. You know how I did the reel for my voiceover and I uploaded it? I'm doing another one for video games because it's like a separate category. Taylor. Shopkeepers have contact with society, but their own origins are more humble. They may have some contacts amongst the artistically inclined. Okay. I love it when you give up on a word halfway through. All the time, Liz. A housebreaker's child. Oh, that one is locked. You must complete the game to get that one. An undertaker. An arcane academic. Okay, so I don't want to do working class or criminals. Do I want gentry? Or, I mean, artistic? Shopkeepers. I like the tailor because I have connections with the aristocracy, but then I have contacts among artists. Don't you think? Although I do like the cloak here. Landed gentry, hobnob in high society, and with the constabulary. So, okay, do I want to be friends with the cops or the robbers? A tailor would be good because you could sew your story. Oh boy. I'm going to do tailor. I don't want to be friends with the cops. Taylor, let's sit. Okay, here we go. I have not played I Know Menenius. I kind of feel like maybe I should have. You guys can get this game yourself. It's $19.99, okay? Down here, your name is whatever they say it is. Often there's no one to remember who you used to be. Some people hold tight to the names they carried before. Some reinvent themselves completely. Uh-oh, everybody. Okay, Raiko is playing Puzzle Boat. He really wants people to play Puzzle Boat with him. I prefer strangers to address me as sister, reverend, intendant, monsieur, mademoiselle, my lord, my lady. I'm a tailor. Citizen. Wow, this is a lot of choices here. Secretary? Okay, so I don't want anyone calling me sister unless they're my sister. I like Mademoiselle Pippi. Pippi? Mademoiselle Pippi? Mademoiselle Pippi? That's me. Poopy to my friends, Mademoiselle to strangers. That's how I was addressed even before London. Down here I'm finally able to use the name that always fit me. Ooh, I wonder what that does. Oh, this is exciting. Not Reverend, no. Oh, Raiko is here, Adam too. There goes the neighborhood. Okay, let's see. This is I like a good pipe. You know, I'm a tailor, right? So I'm feeling, no, she's too sophisticated. I like this, but it doesn't feel tailory. I'm feeling these two. These two. Am I a well put together tailor or am I a dumpy tailor? Let's see. Monocle. Where's the monocle? Oh no, I don't want to be that guy. That doesn't look like. Okay, I'm thinking flowers in the hair. Yeah, I kind of like her. She's a little snobby though. Hey, David. I like this one. This one, look at my hair. I think that one fits me right now. Bottom fourth from the right. Right here? Oh, this one. Why do they? Oh, this is cool. If I was a gentry, I would do this for sure. This one I would do, I would do this one if I was the dock worker. The ponytail is cute. Yeah. I mean, I'm an artist. I don't need, you know, and I need my glasses to measure you. Okay. In the Neath, a true ally means everything. When I find people to be close to, I am open to friendship, but no romantic emotions or physical intimacy. Friendship and physical intimacy, but no romantic emotions. Friendship and romantic emotions, but no physical intimacy. Whatever comes my way, baby. Thank you, Ed Banger. I had such a good time. I'll be looking for both romantic feelings and a physical connection. Friendship and matchmaking are possible, of course. Oh, look at this. All right. Name and title is Mademoiselle Poupie. My tailor is my best. I'm looking for passionate romance. Let's do it. Whatever. The one on the bottom with the white stripe looked like me. Well, Liz, you gotta play this game. Right now, I'm meant to be helping with the census, finding out who still lives in my neighborhood. The first census. Now, this game is related to a text-based adventure called Fallen London, which I played quite a bit of. It's very cool. And then I think it's the same devs as Sunless Sea and the other one they played with the boat. Remember we played that game? So I just love that they keep making games in this world but are different. So this is very exciting. I am going to Rhode Island Comic Con tomorrow. I'm not there Friday, but I'm there Saturday and Sunday. And my daughter's very angry that I'm leaving again. But I told her, Mama's on strike. Mama gotta work, okay? Also, I love her, and I'm going to see her for the rest of the year with no break. So it's not going to be the worst thing to get out. I heard Paula Abdul is there, which is so random. Anyway. Yeah, that boat game was so good. The first census results are due tomorrow. If I turn them in, I get paid. The first money to come my way in nearly 2 months. If I don't, I'm going to disappoint Grits badly. She knew I was in trouble, so she went out of her way to find me work with her own employers. She even gave me a badge to show my affiliation. Badge of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. The front of the badge looks almost like a constable's badge with the lion and unicorn blazoned on it. The back of the badge has some kind of symbol I don't recognize. Hot to the touch. All right. Great. Okay. I keep it with the clothes I have, but from before the fall and a few odd items I've found more recently. Change my outfit. Let's do it. Ooh. Not a very, okay, so this is not very much look at all. This is a lapel. Ooh. Okay, so let's do this. Put that on. Although I do like a good fake but vibrant corsage. But I need to go and do the money. I need money. Tailor's apron. Yeah, let's put that on. Well, my butt's hanging out because I don't have an actual... Oh, okay. Is that a front and a back thing? Hatless. Going bareheaded is a bit chilly in the cave. I don't have a hat. And I don't have anything. Okay. I'm going to wear my tailor thing. Maybe somebody will be like, you, come sew for me. All right. That'll do. 3 inches of snow for Halloween. Look at me. I am so glamorous. Ah. Oh, that's somebody else. Okay. It's Sean Young. Ah, I thought you were up here. She glances at the badge I'm wearing. I suppose I should be glad you're thinking about the census, even if you didn't get around to leaving the house. I react to that the way I react to many things these days. I dare to name the frightening things out there. I'm not sure what I'll meet out there. Not everything outside is human. Rumors. Don't let odd things in the broadsheets frighten you. Come tomorrow evening. We need to have at least a few census forms fought out. Oh, I'm going to be the one explaining to Mr. Pages. And if that happens, I'm not going to help you with your employment prospects again. Grizz works for the Ministry of Counting and Recounting. It seems to agree with her. She wears trousers to work and hangs home at all hours. It's very important to her being taken seriously by these employers. The next thing I do is characteristic too. I'm going to rely on dark humor. I'm a dark, tormented lady. Did your employer say whether I should also interview the squid-faced men? Or are they not included in the census? I believe they were invented by the newspapers, but if you happen to meet any, by all means, record their names. Thank you for the sub, Shadow Walker. Okay. Whoops. All right. What about the talking crows? Consider yourself at liberty to include any creature capable of telling you its name and occupation. What do you think of the questions? They're written in the most peculiar spiked handwriting, and there are punctures in the paper in random spots. Ask her what put the holes in the paper. Felicia, you need to do more audiobook readings. I'd love to. People don't... I did the Rule of Cool, and then I did my own project, and I did my own books, of course. Well, I'd love it. Hi, Adam. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. I thought that'd make her see it. You calling her out. I'm on the treadmill, and I'm Adam getting skinny. Why does this page look like this? Do your employers know how to use a pen? Of course. Here, try the questions on me. Say you've just knocked on the door, and I have to come to answer it. Oh, I meant the other sub. Okay. Well, Bambi just followed me. Oh, D'Emerald, thank you for the resub. Thank you for that. Okay. Raiko, yes, Adam is exercising. Introduce myself as the agent of ministry, showing my badge. I'm going to do that. Got to show some cred. Good evening. On behalf of the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting, I have a few questions. Oh, how lovely. I'm so grateful these ministries are looking after us. Flirtatiously riff on how excellent the ministry is. Uh-oh. I agree. Everyone you meet there is so good-looking, clever, too. Yes. I know your compliments are worth what you're trying to get out of trouble. This is, I don't know, Yakumo, she feels romantically. Okay, we're going to read the first question. How many people live in this establishment? What? Establishmentation, okay? Is that a word? Establishmentation? Welcome, Shadow. I appreciate your sub. And you've been following me since the guild. Wow. My superiors are enthusiastic embellishers of the language. If you like, you can translate into questions that are more likely to be understood. That's why her hair is so big, it's full of secrets. Okay, what happened? Right, how many people live in this establishment? 4. The landlady, Mrs. Horatia Champman, and a young man named Archibald Reed, myself, and a 4th character, very disreputable. Suggest that she might not be... Point out that there used to be more lodgers. I'm joking. She's not counting the vermin. Thank you, Sable Red. And Kath, we'll see you later. You forget, our basement has more rats than Noah's Ark. More than 2, you mean? At the end of its voyage, I should have said. Sometimes in the mood to keep chatting, and sometimes I want to get to the point. You know, it's just... I'm going to linger over the census in order to keep chatting with Grizz. She's very nice. I like her hair, Swoop. Is anyone in this established enormophied or impassionateta? What does that mean? They're asking if anyone here is in love. Just ask that. Is anyone here in love? No. Are you sure about Horatio Chapman? I love Fail Better Games. I've not checked this out. Yeah, Sable Red. What about Miss Chapman? I wouldn't assume that she's too old for such feelings. I hadn't considered that. Grizz is always telling people not to make assumptions. She hates to be caught making assumptions herself. Well, she did it. Owned it. At this moment, a second visitor walks in. Oh, Archie's a medical student. He hasn't finished his training before the fall, but he has plenty of work now.
Interesting.
Right after the fall, it was broken bones and cuts. Lately, there are fewer moons and more diseases. Hi, Archie. I wondered where you were. I'm gonna flirt with everybody. Hello there, Archie. You couldn't wait to see me at supper, then? That wouldn't be why I'm here, I'm afraid. Out I went this morning to visit my patient, and what do I find pasted up on the wall? He holds up a broadsheet. There's a new decree from the Ministry of Cartography and Chirography. All the maps and atlas are to be surrendered and put to the fire. I'm glad that Raiko and Adam are discussing all their food. I have lots of food to discuss, but I'm going to save it for felicitations. It's your folks making these rules, Grizz. Take, take Archie aside and demand to know what's going on. I mean, I met my new love. I gotta turn on my friend now. Yes, what's happening, Grizz? What's this about? We be asking our minister pages about these maps? One must respect the law. None of us knows what's safe down here underneath. Most likely there are reasons you can't imagine. Poopy, please do collect at least a few census forms by tomorrow for whatever Londoners you're able to find. At the end of the day, I'll find you and we can take them to Mr. Page's together. Deliver a okay, so I have to deliver a filled census form to Pages. And now I'll leave the two of you alone. She leaves, grinning like a mad thing while Archie looks flustered. Ooh, she's setting us up. Oh, wow. Flirt with Archie, yeah. I mean, I don't know what's out there, but I'm just gonna boopy. I'm glad you came up. Gets dull up here. Most of the meaning is how I say it. You said you got this big window. The light makes it feel more like home. How are you feeling? How are you holding up? You've cheered me up a sight, I'll give you that. Oh, yeah. This, I have to tell you, knowing Raiko, this guy is his flavor. Just looks exactly like his type. Kind of a mild-mannered, handsome but not too handsome blonde man with a little scruff, a little tub. I don't like to think on what happens if we can't escape back to where we came from. I've been at work on some concoctions of my own, and I do have hopes of those. Medicines to make up for now we cannot get from above. Would you like to fill out my census form? Grizz has me gathering census papers for the ministry. Hey, Grizz told me it was some such thing. Oh, what's this? What is the, okay, wait, what's the symbol? I mean, I want to heat things up further, right? But what is this symbol? This is like, symbol, like this is doubting the romance? I'm going to heat things up further. If a person took a fancy to you, would they be faced with any competition? I wouldn't say it's gone quite that far. Oh God, no, Raiko? No, not your type? Oh, sorry. He's talking about his food in my chat. It's great. Anybody else would be banned, but it's cool. Keep on. Keep on. You can write down that I enjoy some companies if you want to tell your employers such that. Now you're responding to Adam? Okay, I'm sorry I didn't call you back. What about before Judgment Day? There was a lass back home, and what did me mother do but promise me to her? Oh, I think you might be interested in a local alternative. Sounds a long way to be finding a bride. Might be better somebody here in London. Hey, well, I never had so much nerve for courting. Might no one down here take a fancy to me anyhow. The question has stirred recollections he's not considered for a long time. Is it bad to say I've not thought of her since? She has a very even teeth. Well, I'm on my second to last Invisalign trace. Look at that. My mother said overlapping teeth in a woman meant defiance, and gaps mean a light skirt. What? Your mother's a hoe! Excuse my language. Joke a little at her expense. I'm just gonna do light. And this girl had the detention of a nun? Aye, and a smooth round scalp like a billiard ball to frustrate an infernologist that might be going by. What is this conversation? Wait, Adam, what? Oh, you're talking about the VR world that you guys, yeah. So my friends have decided, because I went out of town for 10 days, they moved on and they're hanging out in some weird VR room talking to strangers, okay? I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to read it out loud. And then Raiko immediately buys a one of the Mask 3s to get in there with them. And I'm like, not doing it. I have a second generation and I don't even want to. What up? I love your short videos. Thanks, JW. I'd take a good dull wife if she came with a wee plot of land and an open sky. You know, now I'm not into you right now. No, I'm not going to try. No, I'm going to ask him about his work. I'm not kissing him yet. This is too fast. I have just started this game and already I have the option to kiss this guy. God. Is your income all from seeing patients these days? I did sell off a couple of my old atlases just today. Censored maps sell for a good price if you know the right buyer. Ferret's vermin eradication takes in more than just rats. If I had met the like of you in Scotland, I might have... Oh, I should be doing a Scottish accent? Oh, nobody wants to hear that. I know, Victor. Oh. I'll encourage him. Oh. So you're wishing you'd met a copy of me instead of myself? I'm devastated. Oh, you're taking the words right off of me and wrestling to mean something else. You know well enough what I'm saying. Listen, I haven't seen all the everything outside, okay? I don't want to be like, make it, you know. I keep a track of everything in my journal. What conversations I've had, the plans I've made. Yes, Garuda, thank you for the thing. Hey, anyone waffling on Third Eye? It's great. It's Rise and Fall of Dodo meets Seinfeld. Ha! Alchemist. I really like that because I really like that book, Rise and Fall of Dodo. That's so nice of you. Review the day. That whole day was just spent talking to him? Oh my God, I have to do... What in the world? Me, Archie Grizz, Harjit. Okay, I met him. And then Horatio lives here. Okay. The log, I have everything. Okay, I have everything I talked to him about. Now, I spent the whole day in the attic talking to that guy. That was a fast day, y'all. 13 days remain in the season of confessions. Oh, I got to be careful about what I do with my time. Did anyone in the Third Guy cast have broccoli farts? No, I don't think so. If they did, they hid them. We were in different booths, though. The newspapers aren't what they used to be, but someone is still printing broadsheets these days. Archie brought one, and the headline reads, Severe destruction renders southwest of London impassable, reports of foreign population. I don't know what that means. I should have kissed him. I know. From here, you may explore the city, recall the past, change your outfit more as the story unfolds. The game will save each time you return here. Got it. Relive the fall of London. Well, let's see what happened in the fall of London. Oh, God. I'm always reliving London's last night on the surface. I try to put it out of my head, but it's still there. The dimming of the sun at 3 in the afternoon. The sky turning the color of rust. The horrible bang and the cloud of dust from the direction of Westminster. The tolling of the bells. The horseman who rode down the street, liveried in the garb of the palace, shouting, In Her Majesty's name, go indoors! And the sky was full of bats. More bats than I thought could exist in the world. Wheeling, shrieking, defecating. People went indoors then if they'd ignored the criers. Those that had no house crowded into the churches and under the bridges. Even now I don't understand how Her Majesty knew to send criers. The palace had been shuttered since that day. The royal family did not emerge. Surely if they had known this was coming, they would have departed London. It was the only city that fell. The rest of England, we assume, remains above. Will Third Eye be available in iTunes? No, Mac Daddy, because it was funded by Audible, so it will only be on Audible. Yeah. I reckon it's a tornado. I've heard of something similar in the Welsh Hills back in 1760. Welcome, Neon. Nay, light the sky, a noise like a thunderclap. That's no tornado, love. It's the plague of Egypt. I sent a pleading look at Grizz. Arguments don't happen in front of Grizz unless she chooses them. The Great Stink seems like a supernatural visitation at the time, and there was a perfectly scientific explanation for that. So it was, too. Problems with the pipes, my eye. My mother always says it was a judgment on London. Then the ground shook again. I would love to be on Star Trek Lower Decks, and I would love to be a Romulan. I've always wanted to be a Romulan or a Vulcan. Believe me, I'm so repressed that Vulcan really is the best for me. I believe we can blame Mr. Basilek's excavations digging about under London, causing a seismic disturbance. And what did he find down there but a cave of 3 million bats? Is that what you reckon? Do you know where you could be a Romulan? Where, Adam? There are stranger things beneath London. Oh boy, that was the beginning of it. We were down there for hours and hours. The sky darkened and it didn't return to normal. Once around midnight, Grizz went upstairs and opened the door to the street, but she came right back down again. She said the cobbles were galloping about. It wasn't safe to walk outside. You could add a QR code at the bottom for Third Eye. Easy to access the landing page. Keyclack, that's a really good idea. How do I make that? If I can figure out how to make it, I'll make a note. I'll make a note. QR code. Did anybody play a game called I Was a Teenage Ex-Colonist? My friend recommended it, and... Okay. After the first bit, the memories collide and get confused. Sorry. I have trouble keeping track of which came first and which came later, whether I'm imagining something or not. I've spent a lot of time... Gary's here! Gary Witta! Are you playing this game on a two-dimensional flat screen that's like a baby toy? You know, Gary, I don't like VR. It's too real for me. It's too real. My brain is too gullible, okay? Maybe I'm sure that I'm not cool and that if to game properly in about 5 years, I'm going to have to just be immersed in just like the Vegas globe. But for now, okay. All right, thank you, Claysma. I'll figure it out. Thank you. Is Felicitations only readable now? Imagination, no. I'm going to record a Felicitations podcast on Tuesday. It's once a month. So the newsletter and the podcast are once a month. And then I do undressing, which we haven't done in a bit, so I need to reach out. I've been traveling the last last couple weeks. Okay, I spent a lot of days like this, thinking back, trying to piece together the bits of the puzzle. I mean, the way that Adam describes the Waffle House that you guys hang out in VR sounds very fun, and it sounds kind of like what we did in No Pixel, so I kind of want to do it, but I can't play something that's not being streamed, okay? I can't be like doing that. All right. I Was a Teenage Ex-Colonist is $25 on Steam. Yossi, I just heard my friend saying, I just completed Third Eye today. 5 stars. Thank you, Neon Paradox. Thank you so much. Gary, I'm finishing Gundog this weekend so we can do book club next week, okay? Our friendship is only worthwhile when you're capitalizing on it. Not capitalizing. I have to rationalize being away from my kid. Also, what are we gonna do? During the day, hang out in a VR room? That sounds like a road to like meth and unemployment, man. Do I need to stream when I come over for dinner? Okay. Jesus. I'm trying to play a game here. Okay, I'm gonna adjust my current outfit. I don't have a hat. I need to go buy things. I have no money. I'm gonna go outside. Now I need to go do a census thing, okay? And I'm gonna go to Thrall Street and go and do some census. Drop the HTTP and Google search bar, then hit the right mouse button. Wow, is that how you do it? All right, just outside my front door. Surely the same streets that were always here, right? Take the census with Harjeet. Okay, great, we got one. If you stream the virtual hangout, you're not unemployed. See, Yossi, I agree with you. But I did that during COVID. During COVID, someone was doing an online festival. They hired me and sent me a thing because it was a job that someone referred me to. That was a friend who was like, oh yeah, I'll hook you up with Felicia Day. So it was like a stream. They were paying me for a stream to help their short festival around Halloween. It was probably 3-4 years ago. They were supposed to pay me. They sent me a Oculus. It was clearly they didn't get the audience they wanted, and then they never paid me. So you guys, and then their excuse was, I'm waiting for my COVID money to come in. I can't pay my rent. And I was like, that's not my problem, but okay. I'm not gonna take money away that you can't live in your house, but maybe don't hire somebody if you don't have the money. Yeah, it's okay, guys. It wasn't nearly as bad as the crypto thing that I did. which I kind of deserved, so. Always get paid up front or have a contract. The contract kept going back and forth, and it was fine. It's all good. PPP loans, I know. That person never used it to pay me, that's for sure. Okay. All right, here we go. Harjeet admits admires duty, but does not always care for the ministry. It's hard to say what impressions the badge make on him. I should change. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna put this on, and then that'll do. I consider what impression this will make on Harjeet. I'm satisfied with this. Listen, Harjeet. Hello, handsome. Hi. The street outside Mrs. Chapman's are not easy. Thanks to my family history, I do know where to find the nearest market that specializes in clothing. Oh, this is good. I need money to buy new clothing. Whenever I need to find more of them, it's Harjeet who helps me. I have something for you if you want it. He produces a nearly new admiral's hat in perfectly good condition. I found it near the docks, no sign of the owner, and I can't wear it myself. I thought someone at Mrs. Chapman's might get a use out of it. Perhaps Lady Griselda. Oh, wow. Y'all. Should I wear that? Sure. We're walking around wearing an apron. By the way, an apron only covers your front. My ass is hanging out completely right now. Okay? My butt's out. Okay. Garrett, yes, we're only wearing an apron and a little things on my thing. Gawain Firebrand. Yes, I can tell you about Third Eye. It is a fantasy adventure comedy about a failed chosen one who has to live with her failure and everybody hating her for many years until a girl enters her life and kind of blows it up. It causes her to reconsider her past and her very precarious future. It stars Neil Gaiman as the narrator, me as Laurel Pettigrew, the failure, Will Wheaton, London Hughes, Lily Pichu, Sean Astin, a million cameos like Harvey Guillen from What We Do in the Shadows, Weird Al. Just look at the cast list. It's amazing. It's getting very good reviews. It's 7 hours of scripted content, so it's like TV for your ears. So if you have a credit, definitely nab it. And if you guys like it, please leave a review because that really helps me. It impresses Audible. They actually were like, wow, you got a lot of reviews. It's rare. And I'm like, my fans are the best. Anyway, resisting to post Third Eye spoilers in chat. If you would like to discuss Third Eye, there is a Discord channel that you can discuss it. Lots of people have had some really nice comments. I love it. Gawain is sold. It's TV for your ears, trademark Cleesmel. It's on the Audible best-selling list. That's right. Yeah. I'm hoping I win an award for it because otherwise, you know, what use is living? I'm just kidding. Clothes make an impression on other people when I wear them. Well, it'd be nice to not have my butthole held out, but, you know. I had the feeling this particular hat would make me a gruff and commanding. Should I lose the lapel flower? I'm going to put the hat on. Wait, what is this pin? Okay. Be dramatically ungrateful, influenced by the hat and pin. Take the hat off again. Lose the lapel flower. Thank him profusely. You know, Liz, I'm not really sure. I think it needs to relate. I think it's on Audible forever, like audio-wise. I mean, they did pay to make it, so. Thank you very much. What a thoughtful gift. It's so cold down here and clothes wear out so quickly. Ha 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 ha! Explain apologetically about the census. Okay. I'm going to use my clothing, my naked booty. I'm sorry, I have to do this census. I'm sorry for the interruption, but I've been sent to ask a few questions of the citizens of London, or those who survived at any rate. I'm not sure what the masters have in mind. Nonetheless, it would be of help. I see. London was determined to collect everyone's name even before the fall. Agree. It's a peculiarity of the English. They're so ridiculous, aren't they? No, that's very funny. The clothing sets you dialogue options via mood. Yeah, that's very cool. You aren't the only ones ever to count your citizens. What do you wish to know? Oh. Use the questions as a chance to flirt. Is anyone living with you at the moment? I rely on your discretion. At one time, I shared my lodgings. That was prior to the fall, but my former companion is missing. Oh. Heat things up further. Is there anyone special in your life, Harjit? It's not a matter I would explain to most people. You and I have known each other a long time, however. I think you would hear me out kindly, but if you would rather not carry my secrets. Oh. Sure, Harjit, I will keep his confidence wherever it is. I believe I know what is expected in these situations. Even before the fall, I would have not married. My companion was not a lady. He was an officer who came to Punjab. Oh. Okay. Are you bi-coastal? We become acquainted and then more than acquainted. I thought he and I would remain together throughout our lives. I followed him here, away from my own country and everything I knew, to the home of a former enemy. He promised me that it was worth the sacrifice. He said we would never be separated. You will observe. He is not here. Oh. Pungently condemn Harjit's former lover. Well, he could... Wow. Wow, this is hard. I'm going to distract with a joke. Hey, pancakes. I nod sympathetically. I allow an appropriate interval to pass. Then I tell one about the fungal bat. For a moment, no one speaks. There are so many things in my life that I share with no one. Things that are not secret or in private, but are beyond companionship. The memory of my home, my fate, the intricate politics of the courts in Lahore, which I learned in childhood and cannot forget. Now I'm adding all those empty buildings I alone see. Do you have any such things of your own, in which communication entirely fails? Oh, Yes, I'll talk about my friend. Welcome, Raiders! Thank you so much for being here. Band of Badgers, love it. And Imagination gave out a community sub. Thank you so much, Emma. Sable Red subscribed. I have a lot of people here. Thank you. Narn, Taborin. I tell him about growing up in a shop, always half underfoot, about the peculiar traditions of our own trade, never quite like even the shop next door, about our favorite customers and our least favorite ones. England is not always kind to its own, it seems. What do you think of London, Harjit? If you've seen other cities, what do you think of ours? It has been taken by surprise, which serves it right. No, you deserve a better answer. I do not like the city London was, and I do not like the city London will become. In time, she'll remember her confidence and try to rule again unless Lady Griselda and her type fail. Oh, he hates my friend Lady Grizz. Oh my goodness. But the cracked and lost parts of London now, this is a place to love. People have no choice but to meet as equals now and then. Oh boy. Silently realize what relationship I want with Harjit. Well, clearly he might not be into me. I contemplate Harjit. I mean, listen, just because he was with a man, lady, just because he was with a man does not mean he would not be into me, okay? Bye, Garuda. He's very deep. I don't know, am I into him? Guys, am I into him? Is this a romance companion game? Yeah, basically. It seems like I can just get into everybody's. I just am not into him. I think I'm more of a friend person. I like him, but I want to be friends with him. I don't want to sully this relationship. The thought hits me, but I don't show it. I should go, but you should know where to find me. I'm always here. Now, did I get the census? There's time to run one more error. I would totally be in love with a Cthulhu guy. Let's see where all those... Okay, ooh, look. Hogs Lane Market, let's do it. Just a corruption of Hogs Lane, but I keep my pet pig on the leash. Hogs Lane, oh, that's funny. I'm gonna look. I don't have money. I don't have money, so I can't buy anything. Hey, Skinny Badger, thank you for watching Co-optitude. I need to make some TikToks of some of the best moments of Co-optitude. I think I'll just go to Goof Troop and get one of those. I try to guess what outfit would be best to go over in this environment. I should change. I should definitely put this on, right? There we go. And I got the hat. Commanding, if slightly curmudgeonly. Okay. Kate eats the cinnamon rolls, part of my top 5 audio drama moments of all time. Thank you, No-Eyed. I love that. We played that last night, actually. I'm satisfied with this. So basically, all of this is all about my clothing. Oh, hi. I like the way she looks. I mean, we have the same nose. You're looking well. You're looking well! The badge makes it clear I'm here for business, not conversation. I'm going to explain I'm working for the Ministry on the Census. The Ministry of Accounting and Recounting have asked me to work on the census. The lady looks faintly mutinous. Uh-oh. Ask, making it clear. Uh-oh, should I flirt? What is your full name, then? It's Phoebe Riley, Irish. Oh, it's Phoebe Irie, Irish, as you might have guessed. The Phoebe was my father's idea, or so I'm told. He was a schoolmaster on his better days. Ask how she came to be here, not Ireland. How did you come to be here, then? The same way most of us are that left in bad times. Took a ship to Liverpool first and did what work I could to get there. And then when I'd saved up and learned a little, came to London for looking up for a better fortune. Simply ask about Phoebe's household arrangements. Well, if I knew I could flirt with her, I wouldn't be wearing this stupid hat. What sort of household are you in? For a few hours now, I've been a maid in the household of David Landau and his sister Rachel. Cloud cover, thank you for the sub. Before the fall, there were more of us working there, as you might expect. But with things as they are, I'm having to do more of the work. It's not a house meant for one servant, I can tell you that. Pungently condemn her employer. Yeah, I'm going to put them down. What a despicable character, reprehensible. It's not so much his fault, only they do think we should keep the house as we kept it before. Unquestionably a low-born goat. Use the question as a chance to flirt. When do I not use that? Tell me you're not married, Phoebe. My heart couldn't bear it. There's someone I care for. Oh. I had a hope something would come of it after the fall. But it seems that's not to be by the look of things now. I've heard worse things lately. That's a light romance compared to the tragedies I've heard lately. Oh, ouch! What a bee I am! Be prickly and hide my attraction. No, get rid of this hat! Farewell. Oh no, I should take myself off. I blew it with her! Horatio will be setting out food now. I'll go straight to the table with my hat. That was a downer. I hate this hat. I don't like it. Now, Grizz, I'm not so happy about. She's working for the man. Whatever census forms you have ready, it's time to take them, Mr. Pages. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I sincerely hope that's true. Come with me. Once I've shown you how to reach the ministry, you can come back on your own and turn in others. Grizz has me gather my papers. I got 2 people. With luck, Mr. Pages will decide to help you. With that, she leads me outside and down a side street that Noah is no longer named. I'm still only wearing an apron. All I want is an outfit. The way to the bazaar is much longer than a straight line. First left, then right, then back again and again. Like trimming an eveninggown, it's going to a bother for the bother's own sake. But Dave, I was in D.C. last week and I was amazed to see your Avatar costume in the Smithsonian. Well, Dave, thank you. It was quite an honor to have it there. It is in the permanent collection. And it is, I think, up there until the end of the year. So, pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired and jet lagged. I do not ask Grizz whether the masters require us to approach this way or whether it is her own virtuistic embellishment. I'm beginning to not like the man. Finally, we find ourselves standing in its shadow under the walls. Before us is a low door that once, I think, belonged to a solicitor's office. Grizz takes out a key made of something other than metal and unlocks that door. Mind the pile of papers, I've already sorted them 3 times. Mr. Page is very peculiar about the ordering of documents. Now, where was he gone? Usually he's here about this time of day. Ah! Ah, there you are, sir. We were just coming to bring you the census document. What the F? Dude, that is not an indoor outfit. First installment of many, I'm sure. There's a tone in her voice, sometimes between fondness and a nanny guiding an untutored child. This is not a normal human man, that's for sure, Liz. Don't ignore the... I watch her curiously. She doesn't meet my eye. Does she have feelings toward it? Affection, regard for the very strange, demanding pet? Or is it something more heartfelt? Mr. Pages, may I present Poopy? Poopy, this is Mr. Pages. The whole Ministry of Accounting and Recounting is under Mr. Pages' direction. Okay. Express gratitude for the job. I love it. I'll do anything for money. Thank you very much for offering me employment. The opportunities in London are what they used to be. He's only wearing a cloak and a brooch. That's it. He's naked underneath. I'm naked in the back. We should be best friends. Grizz assures us that there are improvisations in it. It is highly grateful that the Papa of London appreciates this move. Okay. Just do what you need. It doesn't seem that a reply is required. The precipitation towards silence, I see. Perhaps a clerk better than suits to Mr. Iron. What have you brought us? Hand over a finished census page about Phoebe. Most satisfactory. There are secrets here. It gives me 2 shiny pennies for my troubles. I turn one over and it has a portrait on the back of someone who is certainly not the queen. The face on the back of the coin stares at me until the hair prickles on my neck. The coin reminds me of a debt owed. And I don't want to remember. And my breath hitches and slows and resumes. I'm holding 2 pennies now. Okay. Provide Pages with 7 census forms. She seems a very small person. More like a dog. What a hard thing to say. You would not agree. No! You do not think she is smaller than yourself? That's not... I will not replicate the statement in the future. This is creepy! Thank you, I suppose. What else is there? Hand over the finished census page about Archie. Okay. Bringing my stash to 4. There are other coins in there and a few things that are not coins. Buttons, pearls, a horse head, a card from ivory, a bone. The quality of her information improves for time. This is creepy. Undergone a great revelation that Archie is a lightless character. You're taking interest, it seems. Ask whether Pages might be jealous. Oh, okay, I'm going to flirt with him, of course. Is that jealousy speaking, Mr. Pages? Unlikely. Shame. Additional page of this matter would have been valuant. Do you have anything more? Well, Harjeet, sorry. He takes the pages eagerly and spends some time analyzing it. Whatever it finds, it considers impressive enough to offer us 2 pennies. But it is, I think, disappointed all the same. There is something it's looking for that it cannot find. Can we say the story is finished while the lover has not returned? Another chaptering is imaginable. The business of the census is done now. Perhaps I've earned a question. Why do the maps need to be outlawed? Why aren't we allowed to have maps and atlases anymore? We need them more than ever. London isn't arranged where it used to be. I believe I leave the ministry intends to resurvey the territory. In the meantime, it wouldn't do, to have people using fallacious maps.
The dirty of the neither sense of poverty or lying still.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, that's enough of my official duties. I made 4 pennies and maybe get an outfit. How can you not flirt when you're wearing only an outfit? Okay. She stops short of asking whether I'm in debt to Horatio. I haven't forgotten, though. Well, pay Horatio half my back rent. Oh, God. I need this for my outfits. As we make our back to Horatio's, Grizz asks me what I think of Mr. Pages. She tries to make it sound like an oddly curious question. I'm going to make light of Page's tailoring challenges. I tell her that I feel Mr. Pages must be a boon to robe makers throughout London. She replies that judging by the ink stain, she does not think he replaces his wardrobe terribly often. The rest of the walk is taken up by speculation about Mr. Pages' taste in boots and gloves. Before we go back inside, she reminds me, we have many more people in the neighborhood to survey for the census. You know how it's done now, so you could collect them and take them to Mr. Pages yourself. I have other duties, and I may not always be there, but Pages is, well, I'm certain you won't be harmed if you visit the ministry on your own. You're certain, are you, though? Ask Nutri whether Grizz has feelings for Mr. Pages. I got the impression you have an affection for Mr. Pages. Mr. Pages is a puzzle. Sometimes he can be protective. Other times, I think he would let me walk in the sea if I chose. Not because he dislikes me, because he has no fear for me. He trusts me to judge for myself. Undercon Grizz, he calls me, but I'm not sure I'd call it love. I can promote the connection. You should get in there. Come on, girl. I'm going to get them hooked up. She's going to get under that robe. Archie finds me upstairs after dinner. I cannot stop thinking of the mystery of cartography. There's something not right there. And if you'd let me show you what I'm thinking of. Oh yeah. I'm pointing out I'm always interested in him. Oh yeah. Any interest of yours is an interest of mine. Aye, well, it's a serious matter, so pay attention. Not that I mind you giving me that look. Carry on, just so you hear what I'm trying to tell you at the same time. It's a way of sorting out my thoughts. When I started, it was to think through a treatment. But it's a good of all sorts. Soys, schemes, things that might be true, or things that don't have to be. While he's talking, he's getting out some bits of paper written in his handwriting. Watching. Is he going to do a card trick? Because this is so not sexy. Welcome to story crafting. From time to time, you'll be making stories about things you discover in the Neath. Let's do it! Sometimes other people will ask you to bring them a story. They might want a true account or fiction. Either way, you'll come here to create a story. Okay. Who? This is a slot. Slots contain the elements of your stories. This is a who slot, meaning it contains a character featured in the story. Select the slot to continue. Ooh. These are all the character tokens you could currently put in the slot. As you meet more characters in the game, you'll gain more options. Oh, I'm going to make a story about Archie. This is a story about Archie. You can select the slot again. Okay, now let's continue. Creating a story for NaNoWriMo. I know, you guys, I know NaNoWriMo was supposed to start today. I could not, or yesterday. I just couldn't. All right? I'm actually really focused on writing right now. I have something I want to get done by the end of the year, but I just can't join in with it's just not going to happen, okay? Next week, I have lots of time to write. This week, I'm going on the plane. I will hopefully, write on the plane, but it's something else, man. Okay, so motive. Okay, so we got a motive. Hoped for love. This is a story about Archie, a medical student driven by a powerful lust. Oh, I said love, but okay. He had a secret affair. Carried on a discreet and private affair with a lover. Not every story is a single-hander, of course. Commonly, a second character will feature as a friend, an enemy, or a victim. Harjeet. Okay. All right, so I can't have 2 Archies. That makes sense. Okay. You could try it now. I'm going to go Harjeet. Oh, discreet and private affair with his lover, Harjeet. I like it. Oh. Sign me up for this fan fiction. Sometimes you'll be asked for a story where certain elements can't be changed. In that case, these slots will be locked. You could change everything but that piece. Harjeet was afraid of Archie. Ooh. Finally, sometimes you could put an unknown into a slot. That means you'll think there's another possible answer, but you'll need to explore the world more to find out what it is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right, so I got to explore more. He took unknown actions. Reacted by doing something we don't know. You've formed a theory to ask people about. When you get a message about a story completed, that lets you know what kind of story you built. You could go down and ask questions about characters about your idea. Oh. Well, I don't think Archie and Harjeet are lovers, but okay. I have a friend below that can take what we learn and put it on the papers. I told them I knew something that they might be able to bring back a few secrets of the ministry. Do you want me to spy on my employer for you? I'm sorry, are you using me? You want to you want to pay me to bring back information about my other employer? I'm okay with it. I could share some funds, and the share of... Well, I'm doing anything for money or romance. Make me a tale of Mr. Pages for the paper, eh? This is just in... Sure. Let's do it. Okay, Mr. Pages. Okay. Who? The Londoner. Okay, so the motive is... Knew the Neath changed. Mr. Pages has made laws forbidding mapping because it knew the floor of the Neath would shift anyhow. The maps would become obsolete and the citizens grow frightened. It was better to allow people to think their own memories were at fault. And then... what was this? The typical Londoner was determined to preserve London. Oh, wait. Credulously believed his propaganda, even when it was warned against using common street names. Okay, so it forbade mapping. So this would be... Oh, okay. New ministerial expose crafted. Pages, desperate. So I could do something to piss off Mr. Pages and make people rebel against him, or I could make them complacent. This is very interesting. Wow, okay. The typical Londoner gullibly fell into line with everything that was required and never questioned whether Mr. Pages had a secret agenda. I think we should do resisted. Despite believing Mr. Pages meant well, the typical Londoner routinely disobeyed these laws. Defiance, greed, and criminal tendencies were no rarer in London than they had before the fall. Oh, interesting. So this one is the one that you want people to rebel against him.
Interesting.
And then the other one. So should I really want to hook up Mr. Pages. Let's do this. I'm going to do that. I kind of like Mr. Pages. Look at this. Aye, well done. I don't care to have things hidden from me for my own good. It's a tale we could spread to others, wake London's suspicions. Put them on guard, I can take the press. Now you might wonder what is the purpose of having a scrap of paper to say what you don't know. But I use that to question a mark I want to ask. Here, what would you do if you wanted to interrogate someone about why Mr. Pages was up to his ways? Okay, I would try it. Okay. Queen, it was wonderful. I have another trip this weekend, and then I'm kind of home for a little bit. Wait. Develop Archie's theory. As to what... Okay, so wait. Oh, hope for power. Pages tyrannical. Oh, okay. So this has had unknown purpose. Pages unknowable. Okay, I think that what he wants... Is that what we need? Uh-oh, he does not like that. That is an answer, but it's a question we need now. Something unknown you mean to ask when you go out in town looking for answers. Okay, so we need the unknown. Okay. All right, that's what we need, right? He's happy. Ah, a fine question about what Mr. Pages intends for us all. Make a question like that, and you'd be asking folk why Mr. Pages outlawing maps. Same as I asked Grizz yesterday. You got the way of it. Questions to ask anyone will reply. Answers to bring to me. If you don't mind giving Mr. Pages all manner of stories about the people that live below you, then you can go on with it. But if you'd rather another way to make your bread, you might investigate while you're there. Ask him questions. Ask other people questions about him. Find out a thing or two. If you make up the questions you want to ask, you can investigate with anyone who might answer. Earn your pennies helping the citizens rather than those creatures in their blankets. Thank you, Mystic. Thank you, Nico. All right, so... So basically now I can abandon working for Mr. Pages and rebel against... Or I could work... Okay, so I have a feeling that the monsters in the blankets are not good guys, and my friend Grizz is working for a bad guy. But what would be more fun to play? Thank you, Raiders. It sounds kind of fun to... I'm going to suggest this is dangerous. That sounds like the kind of thing that goes extravagantly wrong. Leaving its perpetrators imprisoned or minus their writing fingers? What? These little drawings. You may take your leave of it if you've no taste, but it is nae but a bit of thinking so far. The first one won't get you any trouble. Might not be the second either. I should let you get your sleep. A few simple questions won't hurt anything. I can decide later whether I want to go further with this scheme. Till I see you at supper, then. Any wagers on what Horatio's cooking tonight? Better not ask. Okay, so... Thank you, Mystic Empress. I appreciate it. Okay. So... This is very interesting. I sold contraband. Oh, story crafting ideas. Sold contraband. Pre-fall. Motive. Sought and lost beloved. Person. Phoebe. Oh, wow. Okay. This is very cool, actually. 12 days. Is this, so does it mean like I got 12 more days to play this game before we have to reset or what? Another morning, another newspaper. The morning's lies on their open table. Masters will exchange warm weather clothing for disused street signs. They really don't want anybody to know where anything is. That's creepy. Okay, build a story. Okay. So... I need to change that story later. Guys, I'm not loving the hat, okay? The hat is not really helping me. I'm gonna go, but the hat opens, just use this participant's audio available credit on your book. Thank you so much, House Liker. I think you're gonna enjoy it. It's a lot of enjoyable stuff. All right, so we can go to the bazaar. Now, why do I have... Oh, look at all this stuff we could do. Okay. I'm going to pay Horatio the first half of what I owed her. I don't like being in arrears. Horatio won't mind me in this. Am I spending a half a day just paying for rent? The night London fell, all Horatio's lodgers gathered in the cellar. Horatio led the hymns while we waited for dawn. Around 3 in the afternoon, we admitted to ourselves that there wasn't going to be a dawn today or any other day. The world they have built with this fallen London thing is so fascinating. I trust you're well in these times. Since the fall, we have all taken to greeting one another as invalids on the verge of death. Oh boy, 5 pennies. I believe I owe you something, as a matter of fact. I pass her the coins in a jingling. Thank you, Bledin. Third eye was great. You'll have fun, though I want the comprehensive list who voiced who. I should really make that list. Thank you, your kind soul. She scoops the money. God damn it. Can I get 2 pennies for... How much more do I owe you? I know I can't cover all my previous debt, but it would be as much again. All right, the rest will have to wait, lady. I will have to do a few more odd jobs. I'm glad to have this. Okay, and I need her to take the... There's a woman who comes to the door just about every morning. Too many children, not enough food. Sometimes I have a penny or old stew for her. I'm going to listen. And this morning, I sat by the fire and didn't go to answer it. After a time, she stopped knocking and just stood sobbing on the doorstep. That's not good. Couldn't you arrange something for her with the neighbors? Or find someone who could take her on? You know we barely eat as it is. Oh. Oh, wait, I could do both of these things. Let's flirt. We gotta flirt with everybody, right? I wish we had met sooner. No one down here holds a candle to you. Horatio is plainly not in the mood for flirtation. My business is done. There's a stew in the kitchen that needs looking after. Oh, she did not like that! Oh, boy! I cannot believe I used half the day to do that. Denied! Well, we gotta go somewhere new, okay? Or we can go to Hogsley Market. Oh, that's the bazaar. Okay, we really need to get more. Let's look for census-filling shopkeepers. Let's do that. That was a swing and a miss, y'all. I should change. I don't... Oh, boy. I don't think... I think I'm going to do that. I look, you know, I look rich. It's hard to guess. I'm going to go like this. I need a dress! My butt is hanging out. Hello. Call me Ivy. Oh. Hello, Ivy. One smirk from you, Ivy, and I was lost. It's entirely devastating. My, you talk like you could turn a girl's head. You missed a spot of colour this morning. A man came in with a basket of so-called fish. Mobbed, he was. Sold for 10 guineas each, but they wasn't fish. Cold and wet and slippery, maybe, but not fish. Oh. I don't know what they were. I just know what they weren't. I think she's, I'm sorry for the interruption, but I've been sent to ask a few questions of the citizens of London, or those who have survived at any rate. I'm not sure what the masters have in mind. Nonetheless, it would be a help. I see. Oh, of course I'm going to use the chat. I mean, why would I not flirt with everyone? Hey, what's up, Robert? Third Eye has... Thank you, Blyden. London has 3 seasons. The seasons of confession, the season of Yule, and the season of love. Okay. I'm curious, what is your forename? Ivy Fitzclarret! It's what passed for a joke with my mum. Well, angle for an explanation. Fitzclarret? Like the family of royal bastards, the Fitzclarrences. Except less to do with their ducal ancestors and more to do with strong drink. My mum reckoned when I get old enough I could pick a lie that'd suit me. So long as you live with me, you'll now be known as a tot starter. No point in hiding it. Oh, I'm going to take an interest in her mum. Is your mum still about somewhere? Oh, she fell with the rest of us. She said she had better time of it than most, being that she was already a fallen woman. Hey, Tacky. Wow. Are you going to change your name someday? Oh, yes, but not until I have saved money to move my shop to Ladybones. Mademoiselle Lier de Bordeaux, I'm planning to call myself. All the fashions of Paris, but darker and more marvellous. Her pronunciation almost as proper as her grids. I can sound elegant, but I didn't learn my manners at a finishing school. I walked in the back room of a dressmaker shop until I was good enough to put in front. Found my way into genteel parlours and didn't let myself be kicked out of them again. Not 1 in 20 of the ladies I dressed could do what I've done. Wow. I'm going to heat things up further. Is there anyone living with you at the moment? I live back at my mum's place when I'm not working in. She's good company until she's got guests of her own, in which I stay out late. Well, let's heat things up further, Ivy. Is there anyone special in your life, Ivy? Did a few warm encounters. I'm not the blessed virgin, am I? But I don't want child and man sponging off me. One thing about being raised by an old sloop of war, she taught me how to keep unencumbered. Wow. There's a brief lull in the conversation. I'm going to flirtatiously tease her. Any amusing affairs of late, Ivy? There's one thing that happened recently I don't mind telling you, as it needs telling to someone, or I won't stop living in my head. That is to say, I met a certain young man that seemed like a good enough bet for the evening. He has his teeth, his hair. Missing one toe on his left foot, but he's wearing shoes, and no one's counting toes anyway, the kind of thing I have in mind. Well, so we have our drinks, and the evening is progressing onward, when he starts telling me he'd like to get up. Oh. Go on. Could possibly be a shock to Ivy Fitzclarret, that grew up at her mother's knee. I wouldn't say I was shocked. Takes a lot to shock me. But it wasn't what I'd taste for, either. What starts him off is imagining he's being ate by a spider. He wants me to wrap him up tight like a bundle in silk and crawl over him whispering what I could call it spider threats. That is a really weird kink. About paralyzing him and draining out his vital juices. So I say no, that's a specialist activity. Most ladies who do that for him might need paying. Unless he finds one with interests that go with his. Which, London is a large city, but it might not be that large. And then I also mentioned how if I had a place to bed, I would bet spiders don't tell you what they're going to eat. Even down here. And that put him right off me, I tell you. Well. Oh, no, she's not going to... No, I don't have any... No. I promise I never want to indulge in such things. In fact, the fewer spiders in such a situation, the better. They can tickle on the bare skin, and not in a pleasing way. Ah, well, top of Rome for me. Oh, it's almost time to eat. I don't have clothes to go to the dinner table. I don't have clothes. This game is weird, but awesome. Ivy thought poorly of gentlemen. Okay. I thought I smelled stew. The pot's on the table, Poopy. Sit where you like. Well, that's interesting. The stew. For a moment, no one speaks. I'm going to leave a mess for Horatia. I'm going to tell unnerving stories about meeting Gritz's employer. That's the nice thing. Yeah, Gritz to me to the ministry. Her employer wears a cloak like a highwayman and keeps offices like a solicitor. Oh, yes? Isn't the ministry very grand? I wouldn't say grand so much as extremely unnerving. They must be well to do if they've food enough to feed all of London. I'm not sure Grizz is wise to work there. I may like the sound of them. Oh, no. It does sound unusual. I admit some of Grizz's stories give me a turn, but you mustn't be too quick to judge. These people at the ministry may have different ways than ours. Okay. You guys... Well, what we did... It does look like the 10th Doctor. 100%. Wrench clerks. Another morning, another newspaper. The headline today reads, Missing baby found in vast basement spiderweb. Masters urge calm. All right, what are we doing today? All right, I don't have an outfit. Tilly the Hun, I just listened to the first 2 chapters of your book. Hilarious. I love it. Thank you, Tilly. I appreciate you a lot. Should I get Horatia to fill out the census and then go see him? I feel like I need to get the hot goss from Grizz, too. Horatia doesn't attend much to what I wear, so we just... All right, so this is fine. I found Horatia in the basement, taking inventory of her supplies. I'm indebted to Horatia. Since the fall, I haven't always had the funds to pay for my room and board, and she provided for me anyway. If there's anything to eat, I'm always welcome to join other lodgers. She's never said a word in front of the other guests. Hello there. Okay. I don't want to be prickly, okay? She's very nice, and she did not want to flirt with me. There's something I wish to discuss. I'm working on the ministry. I don't even need to use my hat. I don't have my badge with me, but I'm collecting census information for the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting. I see. Simply ask Horatia whether Horatia used the question as a chance to flirt. No. Okay, this is what I'm asking her. Did you have any suitors when you were younger? The butcher at the corner asked me a few times to be his wife. I wouldn't say I was tempted. He had 7 children from his marriage before. I believe he was more attracted to the extra rooms in my house than to me. Silence falls. What about your work, Horatia? What do you do? Do you have anything to do besides running the household, You don't have any secret business besides running the household, do you? The house has been my business a long time now. My father left it to me. He bought it so I'd have a good place to live. He didn't want to leave it up to whether I'd find a husband. I'd best be off. The drying won't take itself in. Okay, I could do one more errand. Now, the question is, I have 1 penny. I need more money. I have 2 censuses. I can look into Ivy's goods. I have 2 pennies, or, I don't want to do that. Let's go here. I want to talk to this guy. While Grizz is there. I don't want to do it while Grizz is there. I want to get him. Oh, okay. Let's change. There we go. That'll do. Badge will eliminate any expectation of a social visit at any rate. Yeah, let's do it. We're trying to get some hot goss. Grizz has already shown me once how to visit the ministry. Nonetheless, this time I want to make sure I visit when she's there also. So I invite myself to accompany her as she walks to work. This is wild that people are like, this is okay. We'll work for these guys.
We require more stories for the bazaar. Our curtain catalog is too small.
Too small.
Far too small.
We have all the romantic accounts from the census.
Too short. Too self-similar. A person was married, then went out. A person fell in love, was rejected, and married another. Where is the screaming in such a crowd?
Draw attention to the pains of everyday life. I'm going to butt in. The screaming may be inferred. There's plenty of sorrow in all these tales, if that is what you want to find toothsome.
The respondents do not evidence these feelings.
Besides, if you want more colorful stories, there are novels.
London's novels have been disappointing.
Ask Grizz what she would do. I don't want to undermine her. I want her to get inside that cloak. What would you do then, Grizz? If we cannot prepare everything that is needed, we should prepare for the failure instead.
This sounds displeasing.
What will happen if there are not enough stories or they're not satisfactory?
We will not immediately escape from here. London will not be restored.
Oh. I'm going to let Grizz do some work here. Will the creatures around London become more dangerous?
They are already dangerous.
Let's talk about the goods, like cloth. And we run out of slow consumables, won't we? Cloth, leather, wood. London will start to go around naked.
Importations can be arranged. Naked creatures can be skinned.
So, in other words, if you don't find enough stories, you will then spend longer in the collection.
Yes.
And that's all.
That's not all. I have promissifications and guarantees that the paper supply of London will be further acceptable.
More slowly?
I will be mocked. I will be humiliated. I will be shamed amongst the other masters. I assured them when we chose London rather than another city. We said it was for books. For her collection, her wealth, her hoard of printed things. Mr. Fyers alleged that it was a personal greed, but I assured them I acted for the good of all.
I see. By the Queen.
Yes.
So the serious matter before is that you helped to see the sinking of London. Yourself. It was your own choice. And now you want us to help you provide that it was not a vain decision.
Yes.
I need some air. Yeah, let's confront him. So you're London's enemy. How many people did you kill on the night of the fall? How many people have died since?
It was not me alone. I do not rule over it.
I'm staring at it in mute distress. The horror is too great to speak.
You are smaller than you think. Nano nimble pippiquack. Wingless, vanless, ear-tongue soft lump, you do not oversit our kind. You have no withstand to educate. Return to me your badge of the ministry. You are no longer one of us.
I do not stay longer. Oh, man!
There's no more to say.
All right, y'all. That's all? More hoarded the written word? That's it? Why would 8 raccoons in a trench coat sink London? I don't know, Liz. Archie's already at the table when I arrive. When he sees me coming, he gives a guilty start and scoops some of his stew back into the tureen.
Took what I had right to, but I'd not eaten any yet. Apologies.
Answer flirtatiously. Now, Archie, I'll find a way for you to make it up to me, shall I?
Oh, you'll be having me steal your porridge at breakfast, too.
So, wait. Archie was going to pay me to get information from the ministry. But I just lost my job there. So I've just lost both jobs that pay me money. Okay.
They usually go to their own doctor, but he's out of service or ran away or something of that ilk. Their old synagogue was destroyed in the fall.
Okay, we can go to the synagogue. Well, there's no point.
Rachel and David Landau. David has a stomach complaint, chronic.
Perhaps they have trouble cooking anything palatable. It isn't easy these days with what we have.
The sister's a beauty. She wouldn't leave the room when I saw her brother.
What was she doing? Why were you thinking she's a beauty? Is that usual? What was she doing?
Kept watching me while I worked, making notes in her wee book. Felt I was being marked on my bedside matter.
And the brother, will he live?
Oh, aye, for a bit. I thought it might be serious. But what he needs is his stomach settled.
Why would I leave a mess for Horatia? That is the weirdest choice. It's the hat. I don't think it's possible to save scum, Cleesmill. I think it just saves. That's okay. Hi, Rocket. We miss you. I chewed diligently. The first few days weren't bad. People had food in their pantries still. Old loaves of bread, leftover joints, roots, and jam. But nothing new was coming into the markets. No fish, no vegetables from the farms. There are no more mushrooms on my plate. I love me some mushrooms. Well, that was not great. So, I think we found the motivation. We could definitely write that story now. Another morning, another newspaper. Archie bought one, and the headline read, "Population of rats and spiders in London said to have tripled overnight." Ooh. Spiders. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Pages. Huh? What? Wait, what? Okay, this is crazy that I wasn't able to change this. I know the motivation. He made... I don't understand this. I don't understand it. Ready to hand in. He took unknown action. We know what, this is wild. I feel like we know this, so why wouldn't it give me the possibility of... We know the... I'm really confused, y'all. I'm really confused. I'm going here. I don't work there anymore, but here's some stuff. It hoped for power, yeah, but I consider what impression this will make on Mr. Pages. Well, I don't have the badge anymore, so... When I arrive, Mr. Pages raises his head and looks at me without saying anything. You are no longer a clerk of this ministry. You have relinquished your badge, yet you return. For a moment, no one speaks. I require tutelage. How does one pursue a romantic interest in London? What are the method quidits? Gifts. Yeah. Usually one sends some small token. Coin. It is bizarre that I can't pick that he wanted to tank London for the books. I think is that usual among the Pages kind? Coin, do you send coins to rule when courting?
What I sent. The fruits of the hunt, sometimes, other times the dagger. Not many years.
We do not send coin.
Curious. The bazaar has many currencies, coin for regret, and coin for folly, and coin for errors yet to be committed. None of these are accepted.
No, that's not hot.
The seven-sided coin of Iram.
Probably not. I'm gonna suggest maybe a flower or food. They might still be. The adventurers sometimes gave pets.
Food and pets. A blemigan.
Identifiable gifts are best, yes. Generally, it's wise to get something that the recipient will at least recognize. I don't know what a blanket is. Discover whether he's talking about me. Are you into me? Are you speaking of me?
No.
Oh. My heart. It's good to have that cleared up.
Oh, good. It is time for you to depart.
I say farewell to Mr. Pages. He does not reply. I wanted to give him... Oh, he won't... Okay, so there's no point in doing census anymore? God damn it. Uh-oh. I have enough time today. Okay. Well, I have 1 penny. Thrall Street. Build my friendship. Ask her Harjeet to show me. Okay. Well, we could spend money here. This is the synagogue. I need to okay, let's talk to Archie because we might be able to discover the story things. I do not want this hat on. I want to put I don't want to have this hat on. Well, I mean, I'll keep it on. It's fine. Who can we sell the story to? I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe... I think maybe in me telling him what happened, he can give me some story. Maybe that's it. Bye, Douglas. I'm going to flirt. I mean, Archie's still my #1 here. We were destined to meet Archie. If London hadn't fallen, we would have met on the surface instead, baby. I'm sure of it. It had to be. Had to. He gives me a funny, lopsided look, like it just occurred to him that something could ever go well in his life.
I've not lost a patient today, and there's no one raving and no need of confinement, so I'll count that as a good one.
Ask what he does for such patients. What do you do for a patient like that?
All I can do is try to calm him a bit. There's no hope getting them to Bedlam. But there's a man comes round, takes him away, and they see him at work as work. But sometimes I'll go to see a patient again and find he's been gone.
You know, that's really cool about the people who keep disappearing, but what about you, Archie? Do you know, I find myself curious about you than about your patients. I might be the doctoring makes you more appealing. I'm getting familiar with the way he looks when he's noticing me. All right, here we go. What do you think of Mr. Page's intents for London? That's what I hope you might suss out. You formed the question on the board. Now it's a matter of asking someone that might know. Though I wouldn't put too much money on what answer you get from Grizz. Okay, that's it. I'm going in.
You're standing awful close. Back in Scotland, a person might take it as an amorous advance, standing so close.
Push
London
the
manners,
button.
of course, she might just be practicing for the omnibus.
Kiss! Doing it! I close the distance. Archie kisses, as though I might be the thing that saves him. As though this might be an experimental cure. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put my hat on, baby! Not like that. Allow me to demonstrate. Ah, you think you're no better than a Scotsman? We stay like this for a long time, and until other people around the house make us too self-conscious. Okay, Archie. I'm going to supper. There are a few minutes of preparation. Get in there, go to dinner. Grizz never... Oh, here, finally Grizz is going to dinner with us. Eat up, Archie. Aren't you always wondering us about a lack of nutrition? I'm sorry, Horatia. You cooked it as well as anyone could do. No need to tell me that. What are you brooding on, then? I'm thinking on my mother. If she thinks I was killed, it'll be terrible for her heart. I'm going to invent a comforting theory. I've heard rumors that the service knows exactly where we went. In fact, I'm told there's a rescue operation being prepared. Wow! By a special team of German engineers, I've no doubt. I'm grateful to you, Poppy. Say I get out of this hole in the ground at last, and all the way back to Glasgow. Find she's passed a grief before I got there. Positively Greek. I've told you before you should ask Grizz to help you. Ask me what? I'm not a magician. I hardly have any influence at all. I'm little more than a clerk at the moment. Those masters know how to send a letter up to the surface if anyone does. Try asking. Can't hurt, can it? I should have been flirting with Pages the whole time, and I blew it. My mother begged me not to come all the way to London. She said I could study as well in Glasgow if I had to go to Wayne and nae further than Edinburgh. There's plenty of musicians there. It was me that chose to put the distance. I'm going to hug you with my tongue. I embrace Archie. He squeezes my hand. There's a brief lull in the conversation. Why would I keep leaving a mess? It's crazy. Hey, Hea. What's up? Now I want to go back and not screw up the Mr. Pages thing. I really do. When they got hungry, people turned inventive. All the pigeons around St. Paul they caught and plucked. More than one society lapdog was turned to stew. Dinner reaches an end. So... I have no way of making any money. Okay. I'm really upset. Hey, and I was in the episode of Supernatural that killed you off. Well, that's cool. I miss Vancouver. I haven't been up since 2019. Isn't that crazy? Another morning, another newspaper. I want to make a headline. Biscuit rations. Okay, listen. All right. I don't know what to do here, you guys. Ready to hand in. I don't even know how. Where do I hand it in? This is... Okay. You know what? I think we're going to have to talk to Grizz. I'm going to check in on Grizz. The hat gives me an air of authority, valuable when it comes to Grizz. She's probably mad that I lost my job. Hey, I thought you might still be in the house. Mr. Pages is not an early riser. In fact, he was very put out when I came to the ministry in the morning. Bring up my recent memory of Grizz. I'm going to go straight to the point. She needs authority. This is more than a social call. I meant to ask you whether there's anything I can help you with. There are a few things. One's a kindness to all the lodgers, and one's a little, well, I can't call it anything but snooping. I want to snoop. Ah, what would I be snooping be? Horatius warned everyone off going into the basement, which she says down there is literal rodents. According to her, they've learned to read and they're raiding the pantry. I suggested you put out a jar of poison and label it Christmas pudding. But she told me to stay out of there. I don't suppose you know anything about the basement. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm glad you told me. I'll see if I can't get to the bottom of it. Visit the thing in the basement. I'd be grateful. I have no time to look into myself, and when I tried to ask Mr. Pages about it, it didn't take much interest. The bazaar takes all of its attention, it says, and I suppose that's sense in that. All right, well, if you could be rid of one danger and all the dangers the Neath holds, which would you strike out? I would suggest one trouble moved. I don't dare make a wish like that. Whenever one trouble is removed, some other one is bound to crop up. An unfortunately cogent point. You suppose the fall was caused by someone who disliked sunburn? The fall was caused by Mr. Pages, which he confessed to, and I can't seem to use it. I feel like there's a bug here, guys. Bye, Robert. If you want company, you're always welcome to pay a call, if we can use the term. Morning calls at our own parlor. It's not quite clear who should leave their card with whom, and all the same, I welcome companionship. Oh, yeah. I would like that. I was used to a town hall full of family and service before I came here, and guests to dinner most nights of the week. The season will be starting now, or hereabouts. Of course, no one now could come up from their estates. I'm going to praise her social acuity. It's good of you to fulfill all the social niceties. I credit my early training. A political family needs to do a great deal of entertaining. One's influence depends on knowing as many people as possible. That was it? All right. Well, guys, I need more information. Okay. Okay, should we do the basement or should we go to Mr. Page's house again? I just want him to like me now. I'm going over here. Basement! We'll do basement tomorrow. I'm satisfied with this. I do like the flower. I'm a little gallivant. Uh-oh, Grizz and I make the journey efficiently. She's lost in her own thought for the part-time. Okay, listen. The atmosphere in the room is glacial, and my arrival does not thaw it. Grizz neither looks at nor speaks to Mr. Page any more than she could help it. If it were a bookcase. If it were a bookcase or a handsomely made globe, it would more of her attention. Do you have any more? Well, he's taking my stuff now. Oh, good, okay. Then it puts the census page and a stack of others. Oh, It weighs the stake down with a paperweight. If I look too hard at the paperweight, my eyes sting. This one is of interest, famous if it's laxing your quality. I don't have a filing index for that combination. I would designate a sigil and a suitable ink. The colors on the last sigil burn my eyes. Do you have any more? Yeah, I need more money. Why are you only giving me 1 penny? The trick is not to look at the back of penny at all. An exemplary sample. Her mother is resilient of heart. She herself also. I liked her. Your application of committed time outside of the ministry is your own. We do not forbid revisiting the subject of the census. Okay, well, I guess I have a job. I feel like there's some kind of bug here. Hello, Lady Maggie? Hey? It isn't long until dinner is served. I'm gonna go straight to dinner. So I feel like, did I get my job back or what? Like, Reverend Witherwitherwick. Witherwinnick, a pleasure to see you. Are you well?
I'm telling my heart I'm going to say, Mr. Champion, and you, I'm not going to acquaint with all your lodgers.
Uh-oh. Oh. I'm angling to impress with lies. My name is Poopy.
The official Wellsmack is his auction name.
Time was when my family owned everything your eye could see around here.
Impressive.
If you come about blankets, I've already bought everything you've had to spare.
No, this is not a serious matter. Except for morning prayer, I was approached by a woman, not for the first time.
I'm going to catch Grits' eye. Ooh, to judge by her expression, Grits is having difficulty stifling her own laughter.
She was a devilish. She had no lies and her touch burned my fire. She did not try to hide what she was.
Did she have anything to hide?
Maybe she did not think that elders would be taken as a sign she come from hell.
Oh, that was Horatio, sorry.
My dear woman, she asked for my soul. She asked my very soul.
Well, I'm going to riff. This is a time for riffing. Is it possible you misheard? Perhaps she was a cobbler concerned with your footwear, or she had mistaken you for a fishmonger.
There was a contextual indication, mademoiselle, that she intended neither of those things.
Maybe hell is here in the depths of the earth. A strange notion, considering how cold it is here. Why does this group look like any random Call of Cthulhu party? Well, this game does have a lot of sort of Cthulhu-like world building.
If a devilish visits you, must refuse her for anything.
It does not sound as though she was offering much of an inducement.
Not yet. She asked me what I needed most. I fear the consequences.
I did not see that Flamantu, but thank you for that. I'll look for it. Ooh, okay. Should we go to the church? Or we go to the synagogue? I'm going to leave a mess. No, I'm going to just keep quiet and eat. I really want to be able to pay her off. Okay, am I going to explore the basement? Yes. Okay, we got a new person. I feel like I'm not playing this game right, but I always feel like that with these games. Okay. Another morning, another newspaper. The lies open on the table. Parliament buildings visible in river. All parliamentarians feared drowned. If I'm not too occupied. They might have additional tasks for me. Okay. Well, I have yet to buy an outfit. I'm going to head outside. I don't care about Harjeet. I'm going to investigate what's in the basement. I'm doing it. I'm fine. I only have this hat. Uh-oh, I tiptoe down. No one's paying attention. Uh-oh. At first, it seems as though there's nothing to see. No lurking creatures. Thing on the shelves are just what I expect. But, aha, something has wrapped around my ankle. Something has half recognized me. It speaks of the sun, cruel and furious. The sun rejecting, cold in the dark, no heat at all. Thanks, Clue. London spread out like a coverlet. Reassuring, stifling. Its spire overlooking the city. Its servant hooded. Then just as quickly it withdraws. I am refused. I am not Horatia. It expected something for her. It did not receive it from me. The tentacle is gone, and there is only an empty hole in the wall. Judging by the clock, I can afford another errand today. Okay, served a vast creature. That's a little freaky. I'm thinking we go and buy an outfit, okay? Ask Harjeet to show me a route. Is that going to get me somewhere cool? I'm going to look and see what she's got. I'm satisfied. It's fine. I got my hat. I could be messy. I could be a messy asshole, I guess, with my hat. Excuse my language. Poopy, it's good to see you. Flirt with Ivy. Okay. My next comment is a bit warm. Cool, yeah, here's a moment. I like to dance more than first step. Got notice this round this morning. I buy all my cloth from Mr. Vale's for today onward. Now why that be, I'd ask myself. Can't be as the best price, or wouldn't need to force our hand. Can't be it's the best quality. The notice claims it was by a royal appointment too, the cheek. That's not good. Okay. Ooh. 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 Oh. Suitable for making new friends. What the hell? Mushroom hat! I want this hat so bad. I'd really like... I don't know. Her collection contains many things of this sort that could be fitted to you. I'm going to offer 1 penny. Let's just hope. Could I have the lady's top for a penny by chance? 2 full pennies. Appeal to the ethos of a good shopkeeper. There's a time-honored tradition of offering sample goods. Ivy hesitates. I'm betraying the rules of commerce. If I want the lady's top, it seems I'll have to go about it the other way. I don't know, you guys. Well, I wasted a whole day. I gotta buy something. I'm with this hat. Okay. I'm gonna offer a low price. Could I have the hat for a penny? 2 full pennies. I'm gonna appeal to your ethos. This should work. What's the sample? Come on, Ivy. Oh boy. All right, fine. I'll pay you 2 freaking pennies. I want this hat. I'm gonna offer a fair price. I'll give you 2 pennies. It's a fair price. Oh yeah! It's the sort of thing to wear when I want to get to know people better. Oh yeah, I like this. Goodbye. Don't ask me why, but I've taken to you. Might go off again once I know more about you, but for now, you seem right enough. If you want to come back and visit round the market, I wouldn't kick you away. Now then, right, I might ask you to pretend you're buying something, and maybe you could comment out loud how the workmanship is. That'd do. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm romancing her. No, I'm seducing her. I'm romancing Archie. I'm seducing Ivy. Yes, indeed. What an excellent idea. I'm very glad you asked. That suits. I have something for you. Some of us want to make ourselves at home in a place we weren't born to. If anyone asks when you're rubbing elbows with good company, you can tell you got it from me. I'm trusting you to spread the word. But if they ask, I charge you a good high price, and you were glad to pay it. Or they'll say, oh, Ivy's gone soft in the head. Thank you, Wounded Knight. Thank you so much for listening. Ooh, elegant cloak. Lofty attitude. All right. Nearly time for supper. Oh boy, I'm gonna change my clothes. I need it. Oh my God. Oh, look at me. I appreciate all of you listening to Third Eye. It means a lot to me. Grace brought home some extra pies today. I was able to do something that almost resembled cooking. Thank goodness for Grits. It's a good thing we have Grits' help. You're very welcome. All of London would be in a difficult position if it weren't for her employers, which might be how they prefer it. I chew. We finished eating. Okay, that was it. So, I confess that I am feeling a little frustrated about what I should be doing from here. Okay, rivers no longer run. That's not good. This place is kind of going... All right, so... Could I build the story? Oh. Oh, God. I thought that he sunk. Okay. Well, let's see. Continue my seduction of Ivy. That's always a fun choice. Can't do anything here. I can't get more pages. Can't go there. Can't go there. Working relationship with her. Okay. I guess I'll go here and I'll ask Harjeet to show me a route, maybe to a new area. Oh, this is good. He's gonna love it. He loves mushrooms. He loves... Oh, hello. Good morning, Poopy. I hope the cold isn't getting too much. I'm gonna express relief and surprise at Harjeet's continued survival. What a relief to see you. It is so good to see the Neath has not yet consumed you. Every day we hear some terrible stories of verminous attacks or lurking monsters. There's nothing amiss at Miss Chapman's, is there? Nothing has happened to Archibald. I may ask, do you have feelings for Archie? I'm not free to look at someone new. I don't know whether he would want that either. Thank you for math me. I really hope you like it. I don't think he would find the ideal as repellent as some, but I'm not the lass his mother picked out for him. But I will say this, Archie is the most open friend I've had here. Not all his thoughts or things he ought to say out loud. He says them anyway. Once I've worked out what he means, under that accent, it makes me feel less alone. Well, I put my mouth on him. Put your mouth on me, and then you'll be able to taste Archie, okay? If you should say anything about his feelings, please tell me. Boy. Thank you for the sub, Silver. So many families passed in the fall, and so many others vanished afterwards. Perhaps they have all packed their things and gone to some other part of the city. Perhaps something more terrible has happened. Where else could I go? Uh-oh. Oh, the Loundes's townhouse. That's where... Okay, so that's where the maid worked. The Devil's townhouse. The Menace Eradicator's shop. That's where I could sell maps. The Devil's townhouse. I just want to go visit some devils. Have you seen any devils? If by that you mean people with yellow eyes, yes. They have been taking over a townhouse that way. Oh, we're going to go seduce some devils. You can see them coming and going sometimes, and the occasional vicar standing outside to stare in. So we walk together, and every few moments Harjeet points to stop at a landmark, or draw my attention to places where the air smells different, or the sound of the church bell. Okay, I gotta go see them people. Harjeet looks at the devil's doorstep and raises his eyebrows. It's plain he has no taste for this company. I say goodbye and go on alone. Their door knocker is made of brass, unreasonably worn brass, and is shaped like the head of a goat. The attendant is human enough, but she refuses to answer any questions. I wait in a very old-fashioned wooden chair. I keep feeling that the armrests are nipping at my wrists. Thank you, Whitney. Thank you for finishing Third Eye. You guys are the best. Thank you. If you have a chance, if you could leave a review, that would really help. But I'm just really glad that you enjoyed it. Oh, we're going in? Adam Vision, I haven't, but oh, sign me up. Oh, hello. I fear you may have taken a wrong turn. This is not a shop. Nor a lending library. Oh. I'm going to angle to impress the lady. I am Poopy. I go by Milton. I just like forenames. You may address me as Virginia or ma'am. Mine used to own everything you could see. Every house, every stick of furniture. Did they? They both fall extremely still. I'm not sure that they breathe. I was keen to make your acquaintances. No one speaks for a moment. Ask Virginia about her work. Ask about the purpose of the building, What sort of business is typically done here? Diplomacy, commerce. Contracts are written and signed. Gathering of information. Are you engaged in espionage? Information, are you in the nature of a spy? Let's say no. For the purposes of your forms and records, we are certainly not at all like spies. I'm keen to hear about your business all the same. I'm going to stand closer to Virginia and ask again. Should I keep lying? I'm going to stand closer, and I thought you were getting to trust me. Our secrets are the sort that would peel your skull from your brains. You have taken as much time as we could spare. At least you don't say whatever you're thinking like most of London. But this honesty is not alluring in itself, so pray don't feel I will pine for you in your absence. Damn! Third Eye still in the top 10? That's wonderful, Cleasonville. Thank you for telling me that. All right, so we have new people. I still don't know how to get this guy's motivation. Devil's Townhouse. Can't do anything there. I can seduce Ivy. I can't go to the synagogue, I guess. I don't care about Horatio. I am going to ask Harjeet to show me to the Landaus, maybe. I only kissed the Scottish guy, but I could go to his bedroom. I mean, his bedroom. All right, so we need to go to the Landau's house. The Thames is being renamed. They have recommended it henceforth be named the Purchased River or the legitimately acquired estuary. I make the story as engaging as I can, plenty of detail and a fair sprinkling of dramatic pauses. I find it difficult to think of the fall, not out of distress, though I know many suffered greatly, but I find it remembered only in patches or from a great distance, as though it happened to someone else. I'm relieved that London's old ways are gone. It's a good little we left behind above that I don't miss. Chance to change our ways of doing things, if you ask me. Harjeet nods along and even finishes a few of my sentences for me. We turn to the price of mushrooms, the difficult find of fuel. These are the subjects that people discuss underneath in order to avoid talking about teeth and snakes and the occupants of our dreams. Let's go some new places, Harjeet. Thank you for the sub, Bedlam. I want to go to the Landau. Do you know the Landaus? Would you be able to show me where they live? Harjeet shows me the way, as he did before. At certain points, he makes me look up at the stalactites and fix their relationship in my mallet. They sparkle with something other than stars. Don't treat the stars like constellations. They do not stand still. Okay. Let's make some friends! Hi! Good afternoon. I've come on behalf of Archie Reed, the doctor. He sent me with a message for the Landaus. Oh! That's the sister and brother. Oh, I see. I'll see whether my master and mistress are at home. I can't believe I lost my badge, because then I could have asked the devils about their... I am introducing myself as a friend of Archie's. I'm Poopy. I have the advantage, I'm afraid. I know you through a friend of mine, the young doctor, Archibald Reed. He and I reside at the same lodging house. I've sucked face with him. Okay. Did Dr. Reed send you with some sort of message? I suppose I shouldn't call him doctor as he didn't qualify.
He knows we're here, but I don't know what the message would be. We paid his fees.
No, I'm here on my own business, but he told me you might be here.
What can we do for you?
I'm working for the ministry on the census. I don't have my badge with me, but I'm collecting census information with the Ministry of Accounting and Recounting.
I see.
I'll answer your questions, Poopy, if you answer mine. Call it character research. Are you having peculiar dreams down here?
I will. I'll talk up the lurid misery of my nightmares.
That's two things. In truth, my nightmares have become so extreme that I barely dare to sleep. When I close my eyes, I sense the dreadful, malevolent presence. Ah, I asked for your feelings, not a recitation of your favorite Christmas ghost story. It was only the answer to a question. Trust me, I interrupted just before we reached the dreadful clanking of the ominous chains. Or perhaps the lidless stare of a serpent eyes. Hey, Cody. Pretty good. I have forgotten until now, but I have dreamed of a snake that watched me in my sleep while all my limbs were heavy and too paralyzed to move. Just a little one. I try to remember what it means, but the thought is gone again. Go ahead with your questions, Poopy. What do you mean about character research, Rachel? I write novels. They are published one chapter at a time in the Lily of London magazine. I was in the midst of one when the fall happened. My publisher insisted I continue the story despite it all. Rachel, you said you want to share so much? Does it matter? Surely those precautions are behind us. What is your story about, Rachel? What are you writing about? If you take the Lily of London, Poopy, you may have the pleasure of reading the next chapter yourself. Though I confess I'm at a standstill as to what it will contain. My heroine was meant to set off for Paris, and they're to be reunited with their lost beloved, but as the fall has transpired in fiction as well as fact, I must resign myself that the courtship is ruined. Oh. I'm going to give her some wisdom. All shall be well, and all the manner of things shall be well. Well, that was stupid. Ask her about, okay, what inspired that choice of occupation, Rachel? It was Yom Kippur many years ago. Our family gathered to break the fast, my Landau cousins at one side of the table, my mother on the other. The little land is so devout, scandalizing my mother with, she would say, their low manners. Thank you for the raid, Artie Fakes. Trisha! They're two different raids. Trisha Hirschberger. I miss you. Hi, Trish. How are you? How's everything going? I loved you guys' costume this year with Logan and you guys. Very cutely coordinated. At what age are kids just like repulsed by their mom and dad like matching them? Is it like 10? Welcome, Raiders. My mother, in turn, we're playing a Cthulhu dating game, which is kind of fun. So, I don't know. My mother, in turn, scandalizing Landau's by seeming almost English with her lax vood. I don't know when he'll be mad about us matching. You know, Trish, go as far as you can. Calliope insisted I play Archangel Michael to her Joan of Arc, so that was all her. Oh, thank you for listening to Third Eye, Trish. That is so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet that you did that. I would love to do a play date soon. We got to get together. Okay? I will text you. We should do a group play date. Maybe not this weekend, but next weekend? Oh, that's so great. I can't wait to see how big Logan has gotten. Trisha and my kid have literally... We used to do play dates like every month, starting at like 3 months old. So we have pictures of them growing up, but we've really been bad about it the last couple of years. You know, it is what it is. Okay, great. So I will text you. I'll do the group chat. Logan was a Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, she loves Pokemon. There was a pandemic. Okay, sure, Adam. Adam, you got rated in from Trish? How is that possible? You were here and you left and you went to Krish and then you came back. That's great. Each side unaware of how horribly it was affronting the sensibilities of the other. In such a moment, you either retire to your room to compose a savage Roma a clef, or you open the window, lean out and scream. Those are the only possibilities. Rachel does herself an injustice. She writes with real sympathy. You haven't always described it that way. I simply wish you would draw less extensively from life. I want to talk about your artistic friends. I need some more friends, and I want to romance everybody. Rachel falls into telling me stories of Milton's salons. It is attended mostly by writers and poets, especially daring poets. Will sometimes attempt a reading, but Milton's side commentary has proven a deterrent to the softer-bellied. He has no patience with work that's made to pattern. I want to go and tell a story of Milton's place. If it's a story about the uncomplaining suffering of wives, servants, children, or dogs, there's also a strict rule against paeans to the faithlessness of Penelope, or Ruth, or the Virgin Mary. If anyone dares to say anything like that, he quips it out of existence. She goes on for this like some time, introducing me to all the characters of that world, whether highborn or not.
We're expected somewhere else. Get out of our house. Everything is running too slowly, and yet every day is the same.
You've set loose one or two ideas, for which I certainly owe you something. Rachel does look grateful. Goodbye, then. I don't want to court her. Should we decide to seduce Rachel? All right. I look at Rachel with unmistakable longing. Hey, she could use that in her Roma Clef. Play Fortnite with Ninja. Dude, I would love to do that. She's not dating her brother, okay? Huh. Okay, action wrote a novel, so we got another story action. I suppose you heard the news. Oh no. What happened? Mr. Pages? Which news is that? The masters have received word from the surface. The rest of the world is all still there. The remains of England, France, all the rest as well. Only London was abstracted. My girlfriend is meeting you this weekend. Is she coming to Rhode Island? I'm pretty excited. I'm flying out tomorrow. I won't be there tomorrow because it takes 50,000 hours to get to Rhode Island from LA. I have to fly through like Minneapolis and Boston. It's crazy. So anyway, it's fine. It'll be good. I'm very excited about it. I will be sure to... What is your girlfriend's name? Well, anyway, I'll meet them. Thank you, Cozy. They're crates and crates of mail from the world above. They're going out to London now as we speak. Wow. I guess the masters are controlling it all. That's so nice. It would be the masters and no one else who control the way back up. I don't know what you think that signifies. The masters are the one who knows most of what's going on. I'm in love with that cloak. Oh, she's pissed at me. Look at that. Archie, did you hear?
I did that.
So it's true?
I mean to get a seat on the next mail coach that goes above.
I'm not sure the mail came by coach. It certainly did not come by train.
Well, however it came, I mean to get back on the road.
Maybe we could get there by selling our souls. Perhaps there's a carriage drawn through the upper earth by a team of giant moles. Look, Mr. Page has sent us all gifts. Oh, he's trying to seduce all of us? Sausage? Better than Christmas, love. Thank you, Mr. Pages, for us. I'll make them up for Sunday dinner. Lunch. He's trying to date you, Grizz. Thank you, and Mr. Pages. I don't suppose Mr. Pages does a line in red pudding. Thanks, Claysville. It's Mr. Hart's who has been arranging the import of surface meats, but I don't think Mr. Hart would consider a red pudding a very suitable gift. How many masters are there, then? I've only seen the census pages for a few of them. When I try to count, I always lose my place and have to start again. That's not mysterious. But I dare say it's just my nerves. I don't think Mr. Pages would like me to find me looking through that file. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I can seduce Ivy. I can seduce Rachel. I mean, doesn't feel like... I guess I could seduce well, I already decided it's platonic stuff only for once, I know what we'll see in the paper. Contact achieves with the surface of Earth. Travel possible by the Z route. Mail collected from above. All right. Well, this is not okay. I am upset that Archie is leaving because I'm the closest to seduction for him, but I haven't been. I don't know. Vork, I'm not sure what tabard you're looking for. I don't know where it would be. Oh, we sold a Knights of Good shirt at one point, so you might be able to find something like that. Adam, Clismel is the most positive person, and it is like sometimes I just am very inspired by that. There's no reason not to be positive, right? Oh, it is after 4, yeah. Well, let me finish this day, and then I'm gonna. I would play longer, but my voice is hurting from talking literally 2 hours. Oh, there's a romance option here. You can romance. Okay. Now the synagogue. I don't care about Theophilus. You can go to H. Build by friendship. Should I visit with Archie or should I go do this? I thought I had a census page. I want to see whether Rachel needs anything because I want to go to that story place. All right, I'm going to finish this day and then I'm going to go. Oh, yeah, she loves it. She loves it. You're still a raider, Adam. You literally are keeping that raider from Trisha Hirschberger forever, right? She's going to have a box around you for the rest of your life. Good morning. I'll see whether my master and mistress are home. That was terrible. Hi. Hello. Why is it whenever I see you, I feel you're noticing things I would rather hide? It should worry me, yet it somehow doesn't. If you continue like this, you might find some of your bon mots in my next novel. What are your origins? What sort of people do you come from? I can guess a few things from your clothes and your voice, but there are contradictions. I will talk about the inventive side of tailoring. I want you to know the real me, Rachel. I speak of the family background and the fine people we had to honor to dress. Oh my God, still, Adam, Raider from Trisha Hirschberger, fine by me. Somehow you're gonna have a big box around everything you say? Wild. Okay, so I'm talking about it, and she makes flattering marks on my better points. I passed a test. I meant to ask you whether there's anything I can help you with. I need a plot about my heroine who recovers from her betrothal to someone left behind on the surface. Just a skeleton of how it happens. I could do the rest. If you could contrive a way for her to end the business, that would be very welcome. All of my thoughts have proved insipid. Oh. I'm going to agree flirtatiously. I'm going to be her Cyrano. Well, since you ask, anything would do. Girl, I got you. Raider things are weird. They're turning up even if you were already in chat. It's very, I will always be a Raider from Trisha. It's true. I am going to flirt with Rachel. How to do that? There's a connection between us. A natural understanding, I think. You talk as though you meant to court. That is not a deterrent, merely an observation. Do make free use of our dress, by the way. I'd be glad of the company. Oh. Oh. I feel like Rachel's a Mary type and Ivy's a boop. But that's not okay. The chance to spend time together is always welcome. Do not leave it too long. I've exhausted all the entertainment to be had in the foibles of our own household. I could bring friends. Only say the word and I will bring out a parade of unsuitable company. I have met no end of peculiar persons. Oh, do tell. There's our local vicar. For instance, curious fellow. I only get on with vicars so they keep their religion to themselves. I'm afraid at the very least he'd warn you about the devils. In that case, I will decline. At all events, do come. I have something for you. I don't know whether you'll care for it, but if you don't, it probably has some slight value. It was a gift, but for various reasons, I don't quite dare wear it myself. I believe it's of devil make. Ooh. It shows allegiance to my yellow-eyed friends. Ooh. She must be a devil worshiper. I'm gonna kiss her. This is wild. I give Rachel a provocative look. Uh-oh. I could just manage another errand today. Well, we should go to the devil's house, right? Oh, we gotta build a story. Okay. The spoiled beauty has lost. Okay, so this is. I can't do Grizz. Okay. Oh, we got to do. Who? Okay, wait. Motive. Plan to open a shop. Okay, the adventuress has recently come to the neighborhood in hope of establishing a tailoring business. Found a place not already tailored to... Okay. The spoiled beauty had lost her betrothal in the fall of London. He was believed to be traveling in France, but he was inaccessible if he had died. The separation was intolerable. So she's pining for a lost love. That makes sense. Oops. Um... I don't understand. Plan to open a shop? Wait. Okay, so meanwhile, the adventurers had recently come to the neighborhood, and a visitor proposed a clandestine affair to her. The spoiled beauty defiantly declined her offer. The spoiled beauty regards the adventurers as a friend, and adventurers fights regrets. That's great! That's a great story! I love it. It's like me and Ajit. Okay, so then we need to go give her... So what do we do with the story? I don't understand how to turn in the story. Ready to hand in. Where do we hand it in? I feel like we did a good job, but... Bye, Iceman. This is very weird. Can't go here. I could go there with the pitchfork. I could go to continue my seduction of Ivy. I can't go back there today. Maybe tomorrow I can hand it in? I want to go to the Devil's Townhome. I'm going to work on my relationship with Virginia. Uh-oh, I need to change my... Uh-oh. I'm going to change. I'm going to change. You know why? I'm going to use this. Oh, yeah! Let's do it! This is a good way to end it. It has an alluring menace to it. Let's do it. She's gonna love it. According to the clerk, you had an appointment with me. No appointment was on the schedule this morning. I'm gonna use the pitchfork. I knew you would be at leisure to see me. I never do seem to encounter any dignitaries here when I visit, either from hell or from London society. Bridgerton does not snort. The sound is the same, though. Ha! I've been thinking of you. One must question your sincerity. And from which section of London society do you hatch? Are you worker or drone? No. I'll work the inventive. I speak of my family's background, of the fine people we had the honor to dress. I know how to distill a brew from a lover's ruined corpse. A life-giving substance that. A chilling view into what the typical Londoner considers meritorious. Lithe HS. It's kind of a Cthulhu/hell world that London has dropped into. And it's a whole world built, like they... Fallen London is like, it started as a text adventure thing, and then they have all these other games in the world, but it's always the same kind of world building. It's very fun. She is a devil, and she's trying to get people's souls. Pray don't ever boast in that fashion again. What about your work? Do you collect souls? I've heard a rumor you ask people for their souls. We. All of you, that you go around asking for souls. I rarely ask anyone for anything. Nonetheless, it is true that we possess a great many souls. Her glance closed to the gleaming bottles on the water. Oh, wow! Look at that! I prepare a little awkwardly to remove myself. We have reached the end of my time. Don't feel obligated to pay us any more further morning calls. My feelings are stronger than ever. I love her. I shake my head to clear it. The ruminations are gone. All is as it was. It's time to go home. I don't want that devil fork on my... That did not really help. Tommy Tuberville's the worst. Bill, I tried. I actually did a bunch of campaign work for his opponent. Unfortunately, Alabama is Alabama. Pretty blatantly Alabama. It started snowing outside. It isn't ordinary snow. Something has gone very badly at the ministry. Mr. Pages took away a great supply of our papers, together with many of the books and novels it had assembled, all of them taken to the bazaar in Weirbarrow, so many that it attracted quite a crowd. I thought those were for his personal collection. No, he was always planning to take them to the bazaar, but it didn't go well. And that seemed to concern him even more. He said London might not last long in the snow. I can't do anything but reassure you. Don't worry, Mr. Pages is easily agitated. I don't think that means we are safe. Grizz shakes her head. Mr. Pages has a very lively fear of what might happen next, and I cannot put it out of my head. No one speaks for a moment. So, feels like I really swung and a miss by losing my ministry badge, because there's a lot of inside info I need to help with Archie, to help people rebel. I can't get that information. Even though I got it from him, I can't use it in the stories. But, Anyway. All right, I gotta go because my throat is actually hurting from talking for 2.5 hours. Who we gonna raid? Well, we have Michelle Boyd here. We could raid. Oh, or Josephine, JCVIM. I think I raided Michelle very recently. Let's do Josephine. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Pumpkin Cakes. I won't be at the con tomorrow. I'm there Saturday and Sunday, if you're talking about JCVIM. This was really fun. I really like this game. I will definitely play it again amongst the other 20,000 games I'd love to play. But hey, I will not be here this weekend. My kid has Monday off for school development, so I'm going to try to stream later in the week. And maybe do a night stream a week from Sunday to get our Baldur's Gate. I can actually do night streams now. I can't do it until a week from Sunday, but like a week from Sunday, I plan on hopefully doing a co-op stream with the guys. Okay? Thanks, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.